one big batch. So you see a lot of counties colored in right here. This is the running total statewide. Again, the Democrats, you see Harris far back there, but the Democrats depend so much on this Atlanta metro area, and there's not a ton in from there, especially from Fulton County, the biggest. We already showed you Gwinnett. Democrats are counting on a lot out of there. There's only about 1,000 votes there. So where are we seeing substantial vote in Georgia right now? One place that we just got a lot from is Houston County. This is a place that apparently released all the early vote all at once. This is 80% of all the vote we're expecting out of Houston County. Now, this is sort of the mid-state region, and this is the kind of a county where Trump lost significant ground in 2020. He still won it, but his margin was reduced in 2020. The city of Warren, this is Air Force Base here. It's about a third black. It's a pretty diverse county. In the early vote, you see Trump leading 56-43. This is the kind of place Trump slipped in 2020. He does not want to slip any further. In fact, to have a good night in Georgia, he wants to go back a ways. Let me show you. This is what happened in 2020 in this county. This is what happened in 2016. Trump won it by almost 22 points when he won the presidency, fell all the way to 12 in 2020, and he wants to get this number back up. So as we say, we expect the vote you're seeing right now, the early vote, to be the best it is for Democrats, because it includes that vote by mail, and we expect the remaining vote to be more Republican friendly. We don't know if that's going to happen. We got to see these complete counties, but if that is the pattern, and if that holds, then it is a positive development for Trump in that county. That's something he needs to replicate in a lot of other counties. We also got a big batch here. This is a Coney County. This is right outside of Athens, where the University of Georgia is. This is one of the wealthiest counties in Georgia. It's heavily white, high concentration of college degrees, but yet actually still a very Republican county. And again, you're looking at all of the early vote here. And again, the kind of place Trump doesn't want to be slipping anymore from 2020. So again, he wants that number above 66. So that's only two counties, but that's what we're looking for as the Trump counties start to come in. Let me just take a look. I think we might have, again, resetting statewide there. Those are the numbers statewide in Georgia right now. Again, for the Democrats, so much is going to have to do with that Atlanta metro area. Starting to get vote in here in North Carolina. Again, keep in mind, you see a lot of counties of colors here. You only see about 26, 27,000 votes statewide in. Also going to come in very incrementally here. Look, Raleigh is Wake County. This is one of the biggest Democratic vote-producing counties in the state. You got Durham County right next door, but something big just came in. We'll take a look here in a minute. Orange County. But I just give you a sense of North Carolina. A couple things. We expect what's going to be reported out here in the earliest part of the night. It's the vote by mail. Again, this is going to be very familiar in a lot of places. The vote by mail and the early in-person vote. And that's the majority of all the vote in North Carolina is going to be those two methods. Again, we expect that to be a little bit more Democratic friendly on the whole than the same-day vote. We're going to see if that's how it plays out. But as we get a big batches in these counties, we're looking at that pattern here where perhaps the Democrats do their best and then Trump with the election day vote is trying to come back. Just give you a sense here on the political geography of the state we're going to be following tonight. A couple things to keep in mind. There are some big four Democratic vote-producing areas where the name of the game for the Democrats is to run up the score. This I just mentioned is one of them. It's basically the triangle. The state capital there, University of North Carolina in Orange County. Here, Duke University is there, a large black population, also a large the white population there, a lot of concentration of college degrees. Democrats run up massive margins there. We're going to look at Mecklenburg County. That's where Charlotte is. Democrats got a margin of 200,000 votes just out of Mecklenburg County. In 2020, they want to grow that number there. Again, they just want to run margins in places like this. A lot of attention on the flooding in the mountains of western North Carolina. Asheville in Buncombe County is the sort of one of two blue counties out in the mountains. It's the much bigger one, and Democrats actually depend on a pretty big plurality out of Asheville. There wasn't much indication in the early vote. There's a lot of talk about, whether Halid was going to drive down turnout. We didn't really see that in the early vote. We want to see if that matches up with the same day vote, but that's another place Democrats are depending on there. Independent votes. They're also going to depend on it here in Cumberland County or Fayetteville is some core Democratic areas. And we're also tonight going to be looking sort of in the eastern part of North Carolina. This could be key. These are a lot of rural counties, smaller counties that have substantial black populations. And these are counties, a lot of these Barack Obama either won in 2008 when he became the last Democrat to carry North Carolina, or he came close to winning. And since then, the numbers have come way down for Democrats. They think they can get the turnout up here this year. We're going to be paying attention to those counties as they come in. But again, statewide right now in North Carolina, very early, that's what you see with just over 100,000 votes. And we'll just check back in on Georgia, and we are still about where we left off here.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting one earlier. This is how you space the floor.